Post-game interview.
Well, actually after the intermission there, Helms brought it up to me. He goes, "That's got to be, if not the record, close to the record." But certainly some game changer there. I thought Kennedy's line certainly changed the momentum of the game. Started with Newberry's fight. I thought that got us going, and then TK's line took over, and I normally change right after a goal, just a little bit of superstition. But the shift was so short, really, because they had just kind of come on the ice, got the goal, so I left them on there, and pretty thankful we did because we got that second one pretty quick.
You mentioned the Newberry fight. How about that Mitchell hit on Kelly that came just right before that and after the fight? How much of an ignition point was that for that?
Yeah, and obviously the first period was one of our worst periods probably from earlier in the year. So, the guys certainly heard my voice after the intermission, and I felt that really up front, Broda and Mitchell were the only kind of guys going in the first period. And Mitchie's kind of found a little bit of rhythm here. It's really nice to see him getting rewarded offensively. But you're right. Newberry turned it on with the fight, but I thought that was a huge hit as well. And it's good to see Mitchie contributing because he's such a great kid.
This is not the first time you've come back after being down early in a period. What have you seen in the mental resiliency of these guys to bounce back after you come out of the locker room?
Well, I think when you get into a rhythm with wins, the guys certainly believe that you can win every hockey game. And, with the offense up where it is now, I think we climbed up to 10th in the league. And, that's pretty remarkable considering we were talking, weeks ago about being 27th in the league, that when you can get the goals, if you turn your game around at certain points of the 60-minute game, you're going to get your opportunities, and that's what we did tonight. We took advantage of those opportunities, and I felt it 2-0. I felt us coming on pretty good in that second period, and if we could get one, we'd be in good shape, and that's exactly how it played out.
Home point streaks to 11.
Well, I mean, the home games are dwindling, and we got to keep taking advantage of our home games, and obviously we want to finish first in the division, but I think now that you look at the conference, if we can play some good hockey here down the stretch, we got an opportunity to even finish first in the conference. So lots to play for, and we just got to take care of business at home here.
Were your guys aware that Trotz was here tonight before the game?
I think so. He came in just before warm-up, and, him and I had a chat for about 15, 20 minutes, and it's not like my office is, guys coming by, they certainly... I'm sure they were well aware that he was in the building. It was nice to see him. It's tough with their schedule and our schedule to match. And, I know he cares about us. He wants us to do well. And I think it was a great opportunity for him to come down and see, who's playing well and how things work here. As I said to him, I felt not very good after the first period. He comes to his first game, and we played our worst period in weeks. But the guys were great. Unbelievable response from them, and because there was a few harsh words after that first intermission.
Volpati's on waivers. If he clears, you know what the plans are?
I believe the plan will, if he's not picked up, that he'll come down here, and we'll just have to see what happens in that regard. But, Doug's been in contact with Brian on a day-to-day basis here, and obviously Trotzy's filled us in a little bit on what the plan is going forward here.
If that plays out, that would kind of help fill that Byers hole, right?
Well, obviously, it gives us some more depth up front. There's no doubt about it. I mean, we've been running with 12 forwards here, and Stevenson's getting tremendously close. I expect him to be possible next week, and, Volpati comes in, but... we just got to, it's a fine line here now as well, because we've had a lot of success since the Christmas break, and there's been a lot of guys contributed to that. And, we want to make sure that the lineup's pretty constant. So we'll certainly have to get Volpati his time, but, we'll just have to see how that's going to play out here. Thank you.